Just learned this today: whether an apple is sweet or not can actually be told by just looking at this spot. Pick the right one every time. This farmer's method really works. Hello friends of Smart Kitchen 86. Today, you and I will discover a truly fascinating tip: how to choose apples that are sweet, crisp, and worth every penny. Have you ever noticed? Apples are available all year round, but not all good-looking apples taste good. So how can you just look at an apple and know if it's sweet? We'll show you a few small but useful tips that anyone, young or old, can use when shopping at the market or supermarket. Apples are not just sweet and crunchy desserts. In modern medicine, apples are considered a valuable natural medicine. Apples are rich in soluble fiber, which helps stabilize blood sugar and supports digestion. They also contain polyphenol, antioxidants that help slow aging and prevent heart disease. The vitamin C in apples boosts immunity, protecting you from colds and common illnesses. Potassium in apples helps regulate blood pressure, especially beneficial for older adults. And best of all, apples can relieve mild constipation naturally thanks to their high water content and fiber. Because of this impressive nutritional value, apples are known as the king of fruits. As the old saying goes, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And that saying couldn't be more true. But here's the issue: not all apples are equally delicious or nutritious. So how can you make sure to pick the truly high-quality ones? I believe many people choose apples based on appearance, going for the round, shiny, deep red ones. But are apples chosen this way truly delicious? Based on my many years of apple picking experience, I'd say 8 or 9 out of 10 apples picked that way turn out to be not sweet enough. So how should we choose apples? If you want naturally sweet, juicy apples full of nutrition, try out these simple apple picking tips. You don't need to be an expert, just remember a few key points, and you'll pick the best apples in the basket. Let's get started. When you first walk into the store, the color of the apple is what catches your eye. Many people assume that the bright red, shiny ones must be sweet. But the truth is, apples that are red all over can often be pretty on the outside, bland on the inside. Once you bite into them, they might taste sour or not as sweet as expected. That's because those apples may have been treated with red-enhancing chemicals to make the skin look better. Such apples often taste sour and lack natural sweetness. So what color should you look for? Naturally ripened apples that have been exposed to sunlight often have a red skin mixed with a slight yellow hue. This gives them a fresh, mildly sweet taste, a pleasant crunch, and a signature fragrance. Also, if an apple still has a lot of green, it's likely not ripe or was shaded by leaves during growth. Apples ripen by turning from green to yellow, and then gradually red as they receive sunlight. You'll see a clear transition of color on the peel. If green dominates, it means the apple didn't get enough sun. Those apples might be juicy, but they'll taste bland. The best apples are those with a red-yellow blend and consistent vertical striping on the peel. These apples are evenly ripened, crunchy, and naturally sweet. If you've bought apples often, have you ever noticed the tiny stripes on the skin? Look closely, good apples have fine red streaks running vertically. Between those are faint yellowish lines. Together they form a natural painting on the apple's skin. These stripes are sunlight's signature, showing that the apple ripened naturally and absorbed full nutrients, giving a naturally sweet taste and high fiber. On the other hand, apples without patterns, or with uneven, faint stripes, were likely force-ripened or aren't fully mature. Striped apples are often softer, juicier, and sweeter, perfect for older people who prefer something easier to chew. Now turn the apple over and take a look at the round indentation at the bottom, commonly known as the apple's navel. Some jokingly say it's like checking the apple's gender. It sounds funny, but it's quite accurate. If the navel is small, deep, and red-pink in color, it's a male apple. These usually have firmer flesh, taste sour, and are lower in water content. If the navel is wide and round, it's a female apple. These apples are rounder, sweeter, juicier, and have softer flesh. For older adults, female apples are ideal. Not only are they tastier, but they're also easier to chew and digest. Kids will also enjoy them more since they're not too hard. So when choosing apples, go for the female ones, not the male. Here's a simple but effective tip: lightly touch the surface of the apple. Where are you watching from? Drop a comment and let me know. I'd love to hear from folks around the world. Many believe that smooth skin is better, but that's not always the case. If the apple feels overly smooth and slick, be cautious. It may have been waxed or polished, or it may not be fully ripe. Naturally grown apples that matured under sunlight will have slightly rough skin, and may even show small golden brown freckles. Don't think of these as flaws, but signs that the apple is mature and ready. Overly smooth apples might have been chemically treated or underripe, often tasting too tart. Trust your fingertips. Rough skin is a bonus feature when picking apples. Lastly, if you're choosing between two apples of the same size, lift them both and feel the weight. Have you subscribed to my channel yet? Give that button a tap. Thank you for your support. Between two same-sized apples, pick the heavier one. A heavier apple usually contains more water, meaning it'll be juicier, refreshing, and a natural way to hydrate your body. Lighter apples may have lost moisture during storage, or could be dry and mealy inside. Water-rich apples aren't just tasty, they help blood circulation, cool down the body during hot days, and are especially great for older adults. So remember, if two apples are the same size, pick the one that feels heavier. In short, here are the 5 golden rules for picking apples. 1. Look at the color. Go for apples that are red with yellow undertones, avoid fully red or overly green ones. 2. Look at the patterns. Choose apples with clear, evenly spaced vertical stripes. 3. Check the bottom. Pick female apples with a wide round navel. 4. Feel the skin. Go for slightly rough skin with natural spots, not overly smooth ones. 5. Weigh in hand. Choose the heavier apple, not the lighter one. As you can see, picking apples may seem simple, but once you know the tricks, you'll pick a winner every time. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to share the video with your family and friends, so everyone can pick tasty, healthy, affordable apples full of nutrients that support heart health and digestion. And if you want more practical tips on food, health, and daily living, don't forget to hit the like and follow buttons. Got a clever tip of your own? Leave me a comment, I'd love to hear it. Wishing all of you good health, happiness, and tasty meals every day. Goodbye and see you again in the next video.